Hey y'all, it's Felix Fletcher here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Why did I wait so long to talk about this? Well, I wanted to give everyone a time to play it and get their own thoughts and, just prevent spoilers. But now I'm going to go through the 10 things I loved, the 10 things I hated about Final Fantasy VII Remake. Warning, there will be spoilers. So, let's talk about the things I loved. We're gonna count down from 10. So, the arena, number 10, the arena. I really liked the arena. The Hell House fight was a nice little surprise and a little, it was paying homage to the Hell House in the original game. That was so cool. And it was actually kind of a challenge, so the arena was fun. Number 9, Moogle medals. It was kind of fun finding the Moogle medals, and it gives you a reason to smash crates. I kind of like that addition. It was special currency. You get to buy some cool weapons or accessories with the items. I've found plenty. They were not hard to find, so I say Moogle medals are cool. Number 8, Gil. I thought Gil was pretty easy to get. I did all the side quests in the game, but yeah, I thought Gil was pretty easy to get. You could buy most anything you wanted with the Gil, so I'd say Gil is a good thing in this game. Number 7, the striking staff. This was so cool that they put the striking staff on the same enemy that you steal from in the original game, but this time it was a boss, which was really fun. And it was nice to see the striking staff. I tried stealing from the enemy, and I was like, oh my god. I stole from the little chariot thing. And I got the striking staff, which was kind of unexpected. They put that exact same thing in from the original, so that was awesome. Number 6, Chadley. I kind of like the whole Chadley thing, and that you have to earn summons. So yeah, I thought he was a cool little feature. I'll go over the one thing I didn't like about him later, and the things I don't like. Number 5, Materia. Now, I was kind of hoping that you'd keep your Materia from each game to game as they go through the remake series, but it's seeming a lot like you're going to have different Materia and different items when you play through the next game, so I was kind of worried that it would be hard to level up Materia. But when you play through the game, you can probably level up most of the Materia with no problem. And number 4, Wall Market. Wall Market was something I was really worried about. I thought, how can they screw this up? They are definitely going to screw this up. They nailed every plot point. Madam M was a cool way to keep it new and fresh and add some level of maturity. They nailed the dress scene and the nightclub. That was awesome. They added a little mini game to that. Madam M was so funny. I laughed out loud at her antics. So they nailed Wall Market. This was definitely a plus. Number 3, the weapon system. I really like the fact that your weapons keep their value throughout the whole game and they can be leveled up. I really liked that idea, so that is definitely a plus on the weapon system. Number 2, skipping cutscenes. This has been FromSoft's one of their major problems is replayability in their games, and the fact that they never let you skip story scenes or cutscenes. This time around, they seem to have learned their lesson. Final Fantasy VIII Remake made me horribly mad that you couldn't skip the tutorials, so it's good to see your ability to skip cutscenes in this game. And the number one thing I love about Final Fantasy VII Remake is the character voices. They got some great voice actors for this game. They nailed Aeris, they nailed Barrett, they nailed Tifa, they nailed Scarlet, they nailed Hojo. They just did an awesome job with the casting for the voiced actors. So that was definitely my favorite thing about the remake. Alright, now let's go through the 10 things I didn't like about Final Fantasy VII Remake. Let's start with Roche. I did not like this character. This pointless character was added in. He doesn't have a cool backstory at all. He doesn't have much to speak of as the backstory goes. And he's got that typical evil villain laugh. He laughs evilly. That's his whole character. I did not like the addition of Roche. Number 9, empty plate. At a point in the story, you get to go up to the plate, and it's empty. There's all this empty space. There's no treasures. No people to interact with. They don't reward you for exploring at all. Why did it add this whole plate section that has nothing in it? No characters, no items. What the hell was the point of that? Number 8, Barrett's final weapon. I did not like this one because you have to pay for the hint in the Midgar Tower. What's it called? Shinra Headquarters. So I didn't even get this item the first time I played through because I didn't pay for the hint, and paying for the hint is how you get it. So in most of these types of RPG games, you'd be rewarded for not paying for the hint. This one you do. Number 7 thing I didn't like. Bahamut. I don't know why Bahamut is even in this game. I didn't even get it until after I beat the game, and then I never even had a chance to summon it or do anything with it. I don't know why they put Bahamut in here, because I don't know if most people are even going to get it through their playthrough. Number 6, Barrett getting stabbed by Sephiroth. Oh my god, I saw this in the trailer, and I was so worried. I was like, what is this? Basically, Barrett has plot armor. He can't be killed by Sephiroth. That just changes so many things. All horrible. I don't know why they chose to do that. It really takes away the stakes in the game. Like, if people can't die because they have plot armor, and he got stabbed through, so is Sephiroth even a danger to someone that didn't kill him? You know, it just doesn't make sense. And it's horrible to see him get stabbed through and then survive it like nothing happened. Number 5, Sephiroth battle. I do not think this should have been the final battle in this game. They've blown their load too early. Why are we fighting Sephiroth at the end of this game? First off, he was super easy. I didn't die once. I beat him easily, but of course I did all the side quests. But still, this ruins it. This was supposed to be the epic conclusion of the series, was fighting Sephiroth. Now it's really going to diminish it. Like, are we going to get to fight him in each game? I don't know. I did not like the addition of Sephiroth as the final boss. Number 4, autosave grief. I hate autosave in modern games. It takes away all the stakes. For example, a very good situation was during the motorcycle race. Now, towards the end of the motorcycle race, I died. It was my fault. I should have been punished. Instead, I'm taken back, not all the way back to the beginning, but before dealing with Roche. So the second time around, I beat it, and I basically got a free pass because of autosave. I think I should have had to start over with the motorcycle chase. Instead, autosave swoops in, rescues you, and I don't know. I think Dark Souls and Bloodborne have shown that you can do saving in modern games and still make it fun and challenging. Number 3, Jesse's development. Why do we have this development with Jesse? I mean, it's cool they're trying to flesh out the characters, but her, like I said before, the plate is kind of pointless. And we all know what happens with Cloud. Cloud is kind of a bad guy. It makes him seem like even less of a hero. He's going around stealing some old sick man's ID badge. This is supposed to build up our hero and add more to the story. I didn't like all this stuff with Jesse's family and the fact that we're fucking stealing from them. And the number 2 thing I hate in this game is AI issues. Now, I loved the first game, and you can control the characters, you tell them commands, they do it. That is awesome. But, for example, the Apsu battle in this, there'll be an attack that Apsu does that can wipe your characters out. If your characters are standing in the way, they get swept away, and you instantly die. It is so stupid. You cannot control all 3 of your characters and tell them not to stand there, even though you know it's coming and you want them to move. I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me a way to avoid this, but you have to fight Apsu twice, and I believe he does that both times. And then towards the end of the game, there's a battle with Eris. It was the elevator scene in the original game. Now, this battle kind of sucks because Eris is a mage, and I'm glad they kept it that way. That's how it should be. But she stands right up in front, right by the powerful enemy that can knock her out. Like, shouldn't our mage have different AI where it's stepping back? I just really wish you could control the characters better. I'll still like the original 7's combat system, because you tell it to do something and it does it. And this one, your characters are running off on their own, not being controlled in a way that I like. This is one of the reasons I didn't like Kingdom Hearts, because you can't control all three characters. Donald is your healer. He's spending all of his MP. He's getting himself killed. It's the same thing here. I want to be able to control all three characters, tell them exactly where to stand, what to do, so that we don't have Absu wiping us out over and over and over for something that we should really be able to avoid. And number one thing that I didn't like about Final Fantasy VII Remake was the lock-on issues. I think the locking on should have been a lot better than it was. So yeah, that's the 10 things I loved, 10 things I hated about Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe. If you want to see more, like the video. See you in the next one.